Now, I know you guys have been waiting and asking me for a long time for a room tour, so it's finally that time. Okay, so I figure we'll end with all of that. Let's start on this side and just kind of work our way around. So, over here, I have got these are some extra backdrops that came with that photo tent, blue and red. Who's gonna use that? White, sort of useful. Gray, just paper. I can also use that if I want, just fits inside of there. Here's my Joshua Dara poster, which I still have not found space for that, but need to. And then this pile of kits here is kind of a mix of things. The Tiefstürmer is here. Those are just empty boxes back there. This is empty box too. These are going to a friend. These are going to another friend. These are just kind of overflow. The ones in the back there are ones that are either going to be like traded or given away or used for kit bashing or something, just kind of like not really kits that I'm really a big fan of. And then here onto my desk. Just before I get into talking about like what everything is everywhere, I made this desk myself, so I just have wood and tools and all of that, so just made all of this. The racks up here are just bought from Daiso, which is just like a dollar store basically here, so like that's really cheap, and just built up this sort of frame just off the desk. If you saw my room sort of moving in video, I think I talked about making this desk at that time. So I don't know, where do we start with the desk? First, I have these two lamps here on the sides. Those are from IKEA. This one didn't really have anywhere to clamp on this side, so I had to just add this little extra bit there to the side of the desk. Here at the moment, I just have my two works in progress, the Hygog and the V2. Under there is my Mac K book as well. And then this is just kind of where I generally am working most of the time. My setup here with the Wave H hanger, has two of those kind of built together. That just serves as a kind of place for taking photos of kind of work in progress stuff and things like that. Kotobukiya base, flying base here, action base. Under the desk, here is where I've got all sorts of stuff for extra parts and weapons and scratch building stuff. It's like extra action base. Verniers, builder parts, hands, MS hands, more MS hands. This is like rifle there, MSG weapons. So I've got some other MSG weapons here. MSG sword. Some Bandai weapon sets like that they did for their campaign. Some stuff like this. Just like stuff for basically doing custom builds and stuff. Some joint parts, roll swing joints, more verniers, some more hands, and some like resin hands. These are for like 80s kits. There's that. Underneath there, I've got my pla plate, extra pla plate. So that's kept there. Down here is pretty much empty at the moment. In this thing, I've just got some books, basically. A Hobby Japan magazine, Scratch Build Manual, Roboholic, a Gundam Ace magazine, and then just a few little bits and bobs there. Mail from you guys, all you guys who sent me mail in the recent contest. That's all there. Some other just kind of posters, an external hard drive is all back there. This bag, which I've just got sort of suspended here, is full of clear parts. So a lot of my clear runners, I usually keep those because then I don't know when I might want to use them. I don't know, I probably don't really need to keep all that many. It's probably not necessary, but you can like melt those down and use them to make clear effect parts if you want. On the underside over here, I've got a power converter there, a transformer, because here in Korea we use different power from, it's 220 instead of 110. So just I have a few things that are like American plugs or Japanese, and that uses a different kind of plug from Korean, so I just have a power switch here for my camera batteries, and all my external hard drives, there's 2 more of them there, a smaller one there. Those all, I need to use this power strip for that, so that's there. Then my fixed figuration deep striker is there, LED set, and in here, this is all like kind of work in progress, kind of random stuff. This is a work in progress. This is, I believe, just the super parts set. That's exactly what that is. But in these other 2 boxes, these are just kind of like scrap stuff. So like a couple of scrap kits in there, basically. Going back up top side, here I have a vise there, a larger vise. And then inside here, I can pop this up. Yep, kind of takes 2 hands. And then I have to use this kind of to wedge that. There we go. And then I've got a whole bunch of stuff here. This is where I keep stuff that I don't use as often, so it's just kind of out of the way when I'm not using it. These blocks, a lot of people ask me about these, where I got them. I got these just at a hobby store in Japan. I don't really know exactly what they're called or even who makes them. I don't remember. But I'm sure if you search online for like alligator clip, like painting blocks or something like that, you can probably find something like these. They're pretty useful, I guess, but very small. So like if you have a lot of big parts, you can't really fit a lot of them on there at once. These are acrylic paints. These are enamel paints. These are just more option parts. There, these are MSG parts, hooks and small verniers and vents and stuff. Just kind of assorted small tools in here, saws and pin vise. There, my small vise here. And then accent wash, primer surfacer, here Mr. Mark Softer, Mark Setter, all of this, masking, liquid mask. All of this kind of stuff is just kept in here because I don't use it as often as some other tools. Going back up over here, there of course is my GoPro. Here is where I've got all of my pulley caps and then just some assorted random bits of parts in there, and then here is my bin of just extra parts from different kits and things like that. It's all there. Here is all decals, decals and decals and decals. The extra head and torso from the Master Grade V2. Here's just some other kind of random tool stuff, small sponges for doing anything sponge work, some wire here for like detailing anything. So just some different kinds of wire, which I obviously haven't used much of that yet. I've got some lighter fluid, some sandpaper. There's more sandpaper somewhere else, but this is just where I keep like sheets that are like active, like they're started. I'm started using them. Up here, toothpicks, cotton swabs or Q-tips, whatever you want to call them, regular ones, pointed ones, small pointed ones. Here I have a caliper and also a T-square, small T-square for cutting flat plate. Just some kind of empty containers. These are for stripping parts, so if there's like a few gold-plated parts or something that I need to strip paint off of, throw them in there with a little bit of bleach to strip paint off those. A Gundam marker weathering set. I actually have never used this yet. I actually bought that a while ago and I haven't actually used it yet. That's that. Going over here, this extra phone case. That's pretty cool, right? These God hand nippers, also haven't started using these yet, but really need to. So expect to see a video maybe about these soon. Tri-tool saw set, use that saw, that's really nice. A tri-tool template set for doing scribing. Also haven't put that to use yet either. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of stuff here that I haven't started using yet, but it's just stuff that hasn't been required for the recent projects I've been working on. Here's paint clips. These are like ones that came with those, or like didn't come with, but they were like sold together, sort of like with that block that I have. There's a picture of some bison in a museum, natural history museum. In this little tray here is like stuff for scribing, just pointed tools. This Amro block there, which was a gift from a friend. Mechanical pencil, like scribing tools like this, and a screwdriver, and just some other random tools in here. There is a couple of these in here as well, chisels, so all that stuff's in there. This Axe deodorant Zaku 2, some small metal paint trays for doing different kinds of just little hand painting stuff, toothbrush for wiping dust and stuff. These are just small sanding sticks, a polisher for doing some like sanding using this. So it's kind of like an electric toothbrush. I think there's no battery in it at the moment. And then just the sandpaper for that. Just some extra kind of sticker decals that came with the wave hanger. Underneath in here, some brushes and extra files and brushes and pens, stuff in there. Sandpaper, so like I'll take out a piece and then like the piece that I'm using is there, and then when that's empty, then take out another piece. So there's there. This is a set of lenses, small lenses, one macro and one wide angle lens that will clip onto your cell phone so that you can have a macro or wide angle lens for your cell phone. So actually really quite useful. I've used this on my computer as well for doing live streaming. And then just a set of sanding sticks and some other sanding sticks there, just extra sanding sticks, tape here, masking tape, and a tape for scribing. Here's my new soldering iron there, and then some strip styrene, just some flat square strip, and then some clear rod. And then here, just got some wire mesh, brass rod just falling out of there, and then some small magnets, some more just kind of parts for doing fun stuff. And then finally up here, super glue, extra thin cement, enamel thinner, and then all different kinds of putty in there. Now up here on the shelves, obviously there's my Tiefstürmer poster. There, I do not have my Gundam Converge and Assault Kingdom figures out yet. Those are what are going to be also going on the shelves, so the shelves are a little bit, or especially this one, is a little bit empty at the moment. It's going to be more filled up later once I get out all my Converge figures and stuff. But here's just some Evangelion figures, a picture of my parents, these two figures there from Unicorn, and then this small little new Gundam that came with the Alpha Zero. This light box that I made, so there's a light inside there. When you flip the switch, light comes out the holes there and then out the top. But I blew out the switch on that, so it's not fixed yet. So I'll have to show that maybe to you again later. And actually, I'm actually not really happy with how that painting came out. I think I'm just going to paint it all black. So that is just another kind of work in progress. Here's a few kits. These are all kits that I've had for a few years, and they've just been snapped up and just kind of chilling out. I kind of brought them out of eternal storage because I want to not only just review them for you guys, but then also actually work on them sometime when I get a chance. So I've got they're all master grades here: Delta Plus, Goof Custom, Camphor, and the O. Just a few things here. This little fox is from Miyajima, if I remember correctly. Somewhere in Japan. I think it was Miyajima, yeah. A Loran Sehak figure there. The SDX standard RX-782 Gundam. Garfield. This picture was drawn by a friend of mine from university. She's a really good artist. And she actually is doing quite well, actually. So that picture might be worth some money someday, but that's from her. Here on this board, just got some more pictures. Here, behind the O, is a picture of me and a couple of friends in, where is that, Hiroshima, I believe. And these Polaroids are gifts from a friend of mine, that one, and then that one as well, and then there's another one, this one here as well, gifts from a Japanese musician friend of mine, Takehiro Kido. If you guys like some interesting kind of instrumental music from Japan, check out Takehiro Kido. Obviously, front and back of the XS Gundam there, just good inspiration. A postcard here, signed from Sori Kim. I have a really huge poster version of this as well. I also don't have any place for that at the moment yet. Postcard from New Mexico. Picture of my grandfather there. A drawing by a Japanese friend of mine. A small, I don't know if you can see that, fortune there. It says, to achieve a great goal, one must begin with a small achievement. Right. And then this is artwork from my Japanese friend in Osaka, his cafe. They have this painted in their cafe. Over here, just got I love this Goku figure. Some painted kits here from my friend Akagai. The same person who painted this is the person who drew this drawing here. And then these three are from my good friend Tim. That's mine. That's the one I worked on for that video. Small little Zaku there, a couple other just small planes. Stuff from Japan. A Shin Megami Tensei figure here, Mother Harlot. And then some more Evangelion figures there at the top. Those are all like UFO prize grabber prizes from Japan. And my collection of Xeon little figures, what are these called? Bear Brick. So I have a bunch of different ones there. Zigak, Dom, and Zaku, and all of that stuff. Then a couple of just posters here. Banshee Norn, this MSV Zaku, and I have a bunch of more of these MSV posters I need to put up somewhere. The new Gundam. Then, moving on finally, I have a stack of kits here. This kit is terrible, but I do want to actually just use it for parts to make some sort of kit bash or something someday. Don't buy this kit. That kit is Alex's, but hoping he's going to let me work on that. That's mine. Of course, the rest of these are mine. The Zerstor Ein, that's the Mechanicore Penelope. Full armor set for the PG Unicorn. Mega Size Zaku, we'll be working on that soon. And the Master Grade Suzabi. Here, in this little corner, is my wife's desk. My wife does nail art kind of stuff, as you can see there. This flag means it means like never forget your original goal. So that's a pretty cool. This also is from like Daiso, like dollar store in Japan. So it kind of takes away some of the specialness of it, but it has a good message. My spray booth and all of this area, I did a whole video on all of this, but just to recap, custom made spray booth. Underneath, compressor is there, airbrush. Currently working on the HGUC V2 Assault Buster, painting that at the moment. And here is all paints and stuff. Here is just some trays used, very useful for separating parts and things like that at times. Different kinds of pens and stuff, not for airbrushing or painting or anything. That's just kind of general art supplies. Inside here is all paints. In the center, different kind of primers and top coats. On this side, I've got Gaia Notes paint. On this side, Mr. Hobby paints. These are all lacquers, by the way. First drawer is just grays, black, and white. And then colors and just empty bottles, empty spare bottles there. And the rest of this is just filled with spray cans. I have a lot because I used to use these before I started airbrushing. And I just kind of have a lot extra, so there's a bunch of those there. And there's a bunch in here too, so I need to use those up, but now that I've started airbrushing, I really don't want to use them. They're just not really any good, so I don't know, might end up just finding someone here in Korea I can just give those to. Some nail polish, which I've been doing some experimenting with hydro dipping, using nail polish. Plastic spoons for practicing, something like this, practicing and or testing colors. So that's that. Of course, the thinners are there. This is airbrush cleaner. Yeah, a lot of people maybe say that that's really kind of unnecessary and just expensive. Under here, this is all like supplies for mail stuff, so like envelopes and just some like empty extra paper, and there's some like spray paint stencils and other kind of like art material in there for art stuff. Underneath here, there's all my Converge figures and Assault Kingdom stuff. That's all of that stuff there, just kind of in their boxes because I haven't unpacked them, put them on the shelf since moving. And then here, just in this space here, just kind of where I keep my tripod when I'm not filming reviews and stuff. So here's obviously where you guys see quite a lot of my photo booth. So I have this set. This was a set I got off Amazon. Some people ask me about this sometimes. It was a set that came with this tent as well as 2 of these lights. These are nice but short, so you have to have them up like on a desk or something just next to this photo booth. You could have it on the ground. That would be kind of, I guess, useful, but then you have to like sit on the ground when you're doing something with it. So wish these were taller. You could buy different stands because you can disattach them there. You could buy a different stand or make something or whatever, I don't know. Also have an extra light up there, which is blown out. You can't really see it, but that light was just actually scavenged from the side of the road. So there's that. Underneath here is perfect grade storage. When I'm filming reviews, I have this chair here for my desk, but when I'm filming reviews and stuff here, I use this stool because it's more comfortable for sitting and working with the camera. These two, this Astray and Strike Rouge, are both Daban kits, so yes, I do own a few bootleg kits. I don't promote bootlegs. I don't recommend anyone to buy bootlegs. Admittedly, I bought these in a time when I was just kind of dumb, so I just have them. You know, I don't really want to throw them away or anything, so I just still have them. The Astray is built. The Strike is actually not built yet, but yeah, so that's it. Daban, but then of course these unicorn kits are Bandai, so the unicorn there. Banshee Norn, old computer. The Ellen Kshatriya, probably the most valuable kit that I have, just because it's so rare. That is a work in progress still. And then here, the big wall of kits. I do have this slightly organized. Here at the top is probably the least organized section, just because it's kind of hodgepodge. The Mechanicore Kasi Gundam is there at the top. Then I have a few 00 kits. These are the only 00 kits that I own. These 4 here. A Art of Gundam Clear Master Grade Zaku 2. That was a gift from Alex, so thank you, Alex, for that. These are old kits, 80s kits, and other just kind of, I guess everything is pretty much old 80s kit except for the Goof Custom there, which is also quite old though. And this is just kind of other old, it's kind of an assortment of old stuff and other kind of option parts. Like these are head busts, Banshee head busts. This is an option part set for the Astria. Kind of meaningless now that you can just get that kit just like that. So actually I don't really know what I'm ever going to do with this. Might use it for some kit bash or something someday. This Hazel, again, also meaningless now because you can get the H2C kit, but just a kind of cool, very simple one. Parts set Hurudu, that's from Simon, so thank you again, Simon, for that. Really excited about that. This is a third-party copy of a Unicorn bust, a Shinanju bust, a Zeta bust, and then a couple of first-grade kits there. The Armed Armor DE for the Unicorn is what that is. That's official. And then the resin kit of Merida Cruz there at the top. And these are all just first grade kits or just kind of 1/44 kind of non-grade and or first grade kits there. On the other side at the top here, this side is all non-Gundam stuff. So we got Evangelion here. This is all just non-Gundam, just a mix of everything. Keroro, Space Battleship Yamato, small kits. Star Wars, I have an Ingram here. Some Nobunaga the Fool. Trying to say too many things at once here. Muvlov kits. The Valshion is there, of course. Recently you guys saw those. The Studio Ghibli kits. Mechatro we go. There's some frame arms stuff. The Space Crabbo, 2 of those. Evangelion kits there, 2 of them. the Liger Zero Schneider, and that's it for non-Gundam stuff. Then coming down here on this side, this is p-bandai stuff, all HD p-bandai stuff, all there. A couple of X standard kits are still here, and then the rest of this majority is all our real grade stuff, with the exception of this gold Gundam 711 exclusive, the one more p-bandai kit here, the Barzam conversion kit, PG Banshee parts, and then just other real grades, and then like p-bandai real grades here, 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 and then option parts, Wing of the Sky parts for the Strike Freedom real grade. On this side, this is all HG stuff. So this side all HGUC, Iron-Blooded Orphans here, and then Build Fighters is here. So just going down HGUC, here's what I've got here, just a whole bunch of stuff, all kinds of stuff there. Then yeah, Iron-Blooded Orphans here and here, all the Iron-Blooded Orphans kits. Build Fighters, Lightning Zeta, Mega Shiki, Tri-Burning, Powered GM Cardigan, Transient, Argyaga. Still need to build and review the Argyaga for you guys. Going back over on this side, here is just a few more HG kits, Reconquista and G HG kits, just the two of these. I've kept here the Gastima and the G-Soft Purple Pack. I guess there is one more, should say, down there. We'll get to that. A second Shinanju, a Rezel, and a second Zaku 2 FS there. And these are all other 1/100 kits now, getting into 1/100 scale. 1/100 scale Reconquista and G kits, RE, a couple of master grades here, a couple of, there's the Sumo, 1/100 scale Sumo, Overflag, a Stray Red Frame Clear, and a HG Mechanics Dendrobium there. Over here, Master Grade Ball, Gundam Verka, the only HG Age kit that I have is here, an HG Starter Set 2. That one is kind of a ongoing project with Mind Phoenix. So a couple of p-bandai stuff here, heavy weapons system for the Hainu, Tallgeese 3, Master Grade, Master Grades, all kinds of Master Grades with the exception of a couple high grade sets, the high grade set, the long range booster there, the G-Self Assault Pack. Otherwise, like this is the Gabby Hazard Zaku p-bandai kit there, the Origin Gundam Hyakushiki, and a lot of unicorn stuff here. Obviously, the Banshee, the original version of the Banshee, the p-bandai Verka kit, titanium finish Banshee, regular unicorn kit. This is also discontinued, kind of rare now. Shinanju Stein, a mechanical clear new Gundam unicorn version of the Marasai, Kublai unicorn version of the Zaku Cannon. Love that kit, as well as a bunch of those actually. And then finally over here we have a couple more Master Grades p-bandai kits here, X2 and X3 Crossbone. Another non-Gundam kit just because it doesn't fit up top. This is the Kotobukiya frame arms kit here. A Hainu HG Kshatriya repaired. Another p-bandai Zaku kit. That is the Yuma Lightning one. The p-bandai Master Grade Banshee Norn. And then these are third-party kits here. The Master Grade Hazel, the Master Grade like extra fit Double Zeta Gundam. The Dragon Momoko Tallgeese 1 and Tallgeese 3. I don't recommend those kits. Model Comprehend, Heavy Weapon System, New Gundam there. That is a pretty cool kit actually. I do sort of recommend Model Comprehend if you want a third-party kit. Theirs are not so bad. And then down here are admittedly two more bootleg kits. This one, though, I got for a reason. As you can see, I have the official one. The Bandai one is here. The bootleg one is here because I did a video for Mind Phoenix comparing the two of them in their quality. The Daban one was obviously worse. So, but I still am just going to keep that and do something with it someday. That one is a Ale Strike, Master Grade Ale Strike. That came with that perfect grade over there. So that was like a set. And then here, the last of the kits in the room, this stack is all Alex's stuff. So my friend Alex, you guys know if you have been watching my channel for a long time, I just have some of his kits here. Well, these two are prizes for the Gunpla Talk contest, but then these are all Alex's kits that he's left with me so that I can review them for you guys and then give them back to him. So these will all eventually get reviewed when I have the chance, but not sure when that would be. This is a work in progress. I did a work in progress video on this a while back, and I need to finish that. Sorry, Alex. And then finally, this tower of stuff here is all just a mess of like camera equipment stuff. Aside from here at the top, this is just like a canvas and some oil painting supplies. This is all just a mess, all different camera equipment, tripods and connections and stuff for my microphones and cases and stuff for the GoPro, and all of that is here. And then hanging here, I've got my apron that I wear sometimes when I'm working on something messy. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my room. Well, I guess I forgot about that there. The Jane Doe poster. A lot of people ask me about that sometimes. It's from a band, Converge, their album cover called Jane Doe. Check it out if you don't know who they are. They're really awesome. So that is my space here in my apartment, my house. Thank you guys for checking out this video. Hope that was interesting. I hope that satisfied your guys' hunger to have a tour around and see everything that's in here. It's quite packed, as you can tell, and getting more full all the time. But thanks for watching. If you have any other questions about anything, leave them down below. I'm sure a lot of the comments are just going to be about the mass of backlog there. But go ahead and leave those comments down below. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.